Our churches controlled by the government. Our mosques controlled by the government. Are churches required to dole out money whenever the government asks them to? Do mosques have to open their treasuries for the government? There's one answer to all these questions, and it's an emphatic no. Now, are Hindu temples controlled by the government? Are temples used as banks by the government? Is temple money donated by Hindus given to Christians and Muslims? There's one answer to all these questions as well. It's a yes. But Karnataka is set to radically disrupt the status quo. Hindu temples of Karnataka are being freed, and here's how. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Diksha Negi, and in this video, I'll explain how the Bommai government in Karnataka is all set to free the temples from the state control. Let's begin. If there's one BJP-ruled state which is emerging as a model for all others, it is the state of Karnataka. The selection of Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai by the BJP has proven to be a masterstroke in the truest sense of the word. Former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa left behind big shoes to fill. But CM Bommai is exceeding all expectations and working towards the fulfillment of Hindu causes like no other Chief Minister of the country. He is taking continuous steps to elevate Hindu society, secure it and ensure that its places of worship are made free of state control. In the latest news, Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai's government has made a big announcement that will become the stepping stone for all BJP-ruled states to eventually free Hindu temples from government control. On Wednesday, Chief Minister Bommai said his government in Karnataka is planning to bring in a law to free Hindu temples and religious institutions from state control. Speaking at the two-day state BJP Executive Committee meeting in Hubballi on Wednesday, Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai said, currently Hindu temples in the state are under different types of control by laws and rules. Temples that have suffered in the hands of bureaucrats will be freed by our government. We'll bring a law which will give rights to the temple management to look after their own development. He added, we are planning to bring in a new bill in the next session to make our temples free from state control. The historic decision will be taken soon after consultation with senior party leaders. Before the budget session, a law would be given shape to make our temples free from restrictions. The temples will be allowed to function freely without any control or regulations from the state. With this, Karnataka has become the state which will lead all others when it comes to making the issue of freeing Hindu temples a viable and achievable goal. Now the BJP governments in other states will follow suit. In South India, where the BJP still has a lot of scope for growth, the party can own this plank and promise people freedom of temple if voted to power. This might prove to be a game changer in the South Indian politics. Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh. These are all states ruled by secular parties. While Tamil Nadu is currently ruled by the DMK and Kerala is controlled by the left, in Andhra Pradesh, an explicitly pro-missionary chief minister is in power. In May this year, TFI had reported how the Tamil Nadu government asked 47 major temples of the state to cough up a total of 10 crore rupees as a contribution to the CM's relief fund, so as to aid in the fight against COVID-19. Meanwhile, Kerala's Guruvayur temple was made to contribute rupees 5 crores to the CM's relief fund by the communist government of the state using its proxies in the Guruvayur Devaswam board. What is more disturbing is the fact that such loot of Hindu temples is permitted by the constitution, while other religious communities enjoy absolute freedom from the government in their places of worship. The practices of the government being bestowed with powers to administrate temples dates its origin back to the colonial India when the British thought it is fit to assume control over temples whenever they so desired. The Madras Hindu Religious and Endowments Act 1927 was initially also supposed to include Muslims and Christians. However, following protests, they were dropped from the purview of the said regulation, making government control over temples applicable only to Hindus. Forced conversions have been banned in Karnataka. Also, just recently, the government of Karnataka prohibited the use of temple money for any non-Hindu purposes. Now, the finance of the temple will be used for Hindu causes alone. It's a known fact that Hindu temple money is gobbled up by the governments and diverted to Muslims and Christian institutions. This is a blatant injustice against the Hindu community, but it is widely practiced nonetheless. Karnataka, by freeing Hindu temples from state control, has set the ball rolling for such practices to be outlawed all across India. Karnataka has many temples. The most famous temples among them include Udupi Sri Krishna Temple, Vidya Shankara Temple, Sringeri, Murudeshwara Shiva Temple, Vithala Temple, Chennakeshwara Temple, Virupaksha Temple. When the combined force of Hindu temples will be unleashed on Hindu society for the upliftment of the Hindu adherents, Indian culture as a whole will be strengthened. Perhaps by keeping temples under government control, that is what vested interest groups and certain parties want to provide. Karnataka will soon become a model state of how freeing temples can have a net positive impact on the society, after which it will practically become impossible for any state to retain control of Hindu temples. Earlier this month, Karnataka also launched a campaign to improve C-grade temples with mega annual incomes. Minister of Madurai, Shashikala Jole, said the department would seek devotees' help in this regard. Among the temples in Karnataka, 34,219 are under the C category. All these temples will now get economic assistance from the government of Karnataka. It is now time to kick the governments out of the temples. Karnataka has taken a very significant step in that direction, and Hindus must ensure that other states do as well. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe to TFI English. Also leave a comment and let us know which topic you want us to cover. Hit the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. This is Deeksha Negi signing off until the next one.